intro?
Sure. And we are back with round 4 of Wednesday Night Standard, our 4th and final round. I'm Keely, better known as Ren.
I'm Justin. Blackburn.
So we've got blue-green Merfolk versus blue-red Aggro. Or black-red Aggro. Again.
Yep, we have John back again. John was one of the few people playing, so we decided to put him. Sorry, I kicked your wire.
It's fine.
John was one of the few people playing, and so we decided to get him on camera. And
because he said yes.
Yeah, he was fine with doing it. His opponent
also,
sounded...
if you actually want these.
I don't think I need them.
We found a bunch of random cards back here.
I
and
need this one.
We're okay, cool. And divvying up the ones that are actually worth something.
Yeah.
We're horrible people.
Here's a fun fact. They're all knights, and then a Merfolk trickster.
Well, there's also a Wizard Lightning.
I'm sorry. I own 18 of those.
They're fine.
They're a good card. But so we have John back. I don't think he knows that he's playing against the same deck again, but he is, so he won't be
surprise.
Happy. I'm assuming that it's black-red aggro. It may not have just there's a P in there. It's black-red aggro. Maybe it's not vehicles though, because I think it was pretty vehicles last time.
Yeah.
Could be a little different. Could be the same. We'll find out when we see some cards. Our
streamer does make a good point. It is not necessarily vehicles with just Heart of Kirin, but that might have just been the only thing we saw.
It's kind of the archetype in the deck build. We see what's this disintegrate card called?
Unlicensed Disintegration.
Unlicensed Disintegration. It's a very vehicle-based card. Vehicles is more of the artifacts itself.
And not just the actual vehicles?
Yeah. A very vehicle-heavy deck is not actually something you want, because if you have only vehicles, you can't actually crew them.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of vehicle-type decks coming around. They're not necessarily like vehicles, but Karn is a very vehicle card. He's colorless. He can be cast easily with
sick card advantages.
Any color mana. Then he makes artifacts. And that's kind of just
okay. Yeah, I don't actually like this cola. Do you want it?
I'll take it. It just tastes like Pepsi.
I don't like cola. I'm weird.
Yeah, I mean you bought it.
I don't like carbonation either.
Okay.
Much.
Well, that might help you not liking it. But I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of a deck name. It's like it's the difference between green-white creatures and green-white legendary.
Yeah.
There's not really a difference besides like maybe 2 or 3 cards that are in every version. Like, Legends plays Shauna, and Creatures generally does not play Shauna. That's, like, the biggest difference in green-white versus Creatures.
That's interesting.
Because she's legendary, but she's not the best.
I mean, she still seems alright.
She's okay. She's not a bad card. I'm not saying she's a bad card, but she's awkward, too. Like, she doesn't get shot by Ballista, but she can still get...
You get got pretty easily.
Lightninged. Assuming she's small enough.
Yeah, she can get got pretty easily.
Kind of an awkward play by John. I assume it's just because he didn't have the correct mana. Commander Speaker turn 2. I'm flipping cards. I just realized I was. Erik keeping a one-lander.
Looking pretty awkward.
Not a huge fan of that, especially with his hand. His hand is very mana heavy.
Yeah.
Is that 2 Hazards?
There's
2 Chain Rollers for sure.
Yeah. Getting in there for 3.
Take 3.
Yeah, if this isn't a land, this game's probably going to be over pretty soon. That is a Glory Bringer. That is decidedly not a land.
Cut to Ribbons, which if he draws a land, he's okay. Looks like a Hope of Gearper. Or not, yeah, Hope of Gearper. That's what the card is called. I'm not sure 100% why he kept it. Is that the last card of Scrap Heap Scoundrel? I think it is.
I can't tell. It's either that or a Walking Ballista. Taking another 4.
He might be at 7 already. He might be at 8.
Well, there is a land.
There's the land he needs.
So that gets him
3, 4,
definitely
5,
going.
6, 7, 8. He had 8, I think.
There's a Heart of Kirin.
3, 4, 5, 6. How many cards does he have in his hand?
I can't tell.
3, 4.
I think he
has
has 7
so
now.
he had too many. So he had 8 the turn before.
So that is definitely a bit of a misplay, but that is on the players to have noticed, which unfortunately not a whole lot we can do about it now.
I don't know.
Well, it doesn't look like it's going to get him out of anything now.
No, he's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, he is taking some hard beats.
I don't.
Every turn.
I really don't understand any reason he would keep that hand. It was not. I don't think anything was worth that. I understand one land. We're frozen again.
Looks like we're frozen. Yeah.
I understand one land, but I do not understand one land with cards you cannot cast.
Right. It looked like a fairly mana-intensive hand. Yep, he's scooping it up.
He had 2 drops. He had 2 2-drops.
And I can understand being a
3
red deck trying to keep a kind of greedy hand, but it just didn't seem like a 1-lander would have been good enough with what else he had.
Like, it feels good keeping a 1-lander or a no-lander and having it pay off intensely.
But sometimes the greed just really doesn't pay off. If anybody's ever watched me play on camera, play Commander between rounds, keeping greedy hands never pays off.
For those of you that played Modern when Gitaxian Probe was Modern legal, you may understand the power of greed and how powerful it can be.
But Get Probe got banned.
We do not have Get Probe in Standard, so do not keep 0-land hands. We don't even have Get Probe in Modern anymore. Nope. I had a game where I was playing the Blue-Red Blitz, which is a almost Storm style deck. You want to have a creature called Kiln Fiend. It is a 1/2, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it gets 2 attack for every instant or sorcery. So
super prowess.
Yeah, so you can one-shot them very easily. Easily deal 8, 9, 10 damage super quickly. Cards like Manamorphose, which just replaces itself and nets the same amount of mana. Gitaxian Probe, which was 0 mana and only 2 life. And those cards were very good. So I would often keep 0-landers.
And that's why it got banned.
Yeah. Keeping 2 Gutshot, or it was 2 Mutagenic Growths, 2 Gitaxian Probes, a Lightning Bolt, a Manamorphose, and a Kiln Fiend was a very good hand.
Yeah, that doesn't seem bad.
And so you would just take a look at your opponent's hand, and I would only do this if I was on the draw, so I would have 3 chances to draw lands. My first card was a land. So played a land, paid the mana for Get Probe because I had nothing to do. Drew a land. So, sweet. Pass. Go around. Kiln Fiend. Pass. Get Probe. Mutagenic. Manamorphose. Kill you.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
And I mean, like, you can still technically keep a no-lander in Modern, but it requires Spirit Guides.
Yeah. Or you to be very skilled at drawing. And
have all of the luck.
Generally, that's cheap.
So this hand looks a little bit better from Erik in this time. There is more than one.
Okay, that hand looks reasonable.
So it looks like
be okay with that.
3 lands? 4 lands? 4 lands.
4. That's kind of a lot, but it's not mulligan-worthy lot.
Yeah. Because he has the heart, he's got the Scrounger.
Right. He's fine.
Yeah, he's in an okay position here, except now he's might flood out this game.
I still think he's okay. Heart is very good against Merfolk. It blocks flyers, it blocks good-sized bodies.
But you gotta have something to crew it with.
Yeah, but he does. That's the important part. He has
he does have enough mana in his hand to be able to do it.
They have Essence Scatter, which that the Scrounger is not getting Essence Scattered.
No. Not with the Branch Walker coming down here.
Exactly. Although I think John would put in Essence Scatter.
And we've drawn another land for Erik.
It happens.
It is a little awkward, but yeah, it does happen.
I mean, it's just, you can't help. Piling Shuffling is not the way to shuffle. So that could also be part.
So we're firing up the Heart of Kieran.
Yeah. Yeah. Pile Shuffling is not the way you want to randomize your deck. It does not work. And this is kind of... Erik might be learning a lesson about Pile Shuffling today. Because it doesn't break apart piles.
We've gone from Screw to Flood.
it puts them back in the same order, pretty much. It is a good way to count your deck, and that's why we're only supposed to do it once per round.
So we've got a Hadana's Climb.
Yep. That Branch Walker is going to be, or is now
going to be pretty beefy.
It's a beefcake. It now can kill a Heart of Huron, or trade with it, and
it won't be much longer before it can run right over it.
Yeah, I mean, Heart of Huron is good against these because it generally can trade. Oh, he has an unlicensed. He's fine. Unlicensed it. I kind of would wait for it to flip, but at the same time, that might be taking lethal if I don't wait for it to flip.
Right. Because that at least doesn't give him any chance to have a creature.
Hadana's Climb is better when it's unflipped, and I don't think people realize that it's a May to flip it.
Right. Is that one a May?
I'm pretty sure. I think all the ones that have positive effects are Mays. Search for Escanta is a May, which people don't know, but it definitely is a May.
That one is a May.
But Legion's Landing is not a May.
It is not a May.
It is not a May? Really?
At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then, if that creature has 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, transform.
Yeah, but you don't have to put them on the same creature.
No,
I mean,
well, you don't have to put them on the same creature, but you do have to put a counter.
Exactly. So you just spread them out so you don't have 3 more. It doesn't help if you only have one, but... Okay, and that trades for Heart of Huron again. Although Heart does fly straight over the fish.
Yeah, the fish unfortunately does not fly. It is not a flying fish as of yet.
Yeah, the fish are in the water, and...
It's not going to start flying until after that land flips.
Yep. If the land flips.
Yet another land.
That creature could be meeting an untimely demise. Cycling lands are very good, though.
Yeah.
And that's why they're good. Play 2. Scrap heap. Oh, I guess it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, a Scrap Heap Scrounger was only gonna take a face full of Merfolk anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's still kind of awkward.
I forgot about the Lord. It would have just eaten the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Well, he can crew and block, and it still trades.
Right.
And I was confused why he tapped the non-summoning sick one. But
the Hadana's Climb is going to flip now.
Yeah. Does it give +X/X or +X/O?
I believe it's +X/X.
That's really good.
Let me pull it back up. I don't...
He's going to be wanting...
It is +X/X, where X is its power.
Okay. So, that creature's not dying when that land is up.
No.
But he is tapping that land, so it's free to be removed. I like a suicide attack next turn, and then Chandra kill it, because John has no reason not to block a creature when he's at 5 like that.
Right.
And, wait, John's just dead here. He has to have a follow-up or he's dead.
Yeah, that's going to be 10 damage flying
Erik just takes it, because Erik is fine.
Yeah.
The land is tapped. Isn't that land 1 more mana?
No, it is 3.
It's 3? Okay.
1 a blue or green.
Okay.
So yeah, it looks like Erik might have this one in the bag just with the Heart of Huron.
Well, yeah, he just has to attack with the Scrounger and a Heart. Or...
So we've got Chandra coming down.
Chandra plus attack with both. He didn't untap his Scrap Heap Scrounger, but...
There it goes.
I mean, he's just going to retap it.
Yep. So he's going to minus it, kill the Lord.
That's fine. That's not the way I would have done it, but it works.
Get in, and it looks like that's going to be game.
Yep.
So right, on to game 3.
I would have preferred to just attack with the Scrap Heap Scouters and then drop Chandra second main, because if I was John, well, I mean...
Really? It dealt with the board either way.
But if John had a Blossoming Defense...
Right.
It wouldn't have dealt with the board. That was if John Blossoming Defense and blocked...
That is very true.
He would have killed Erik, but John didn't, so it didn't matter in that game, but that's just not the route I would have taken. I would have preferred just attack with the Scroungers, because one of them is going to connect, and then Chandra plus second main for the 2 damage to the face. Again, it's different. It's different methods to get the same outcome, but those different methods could be fatal. So if you were to build a standard deck of the decks you've seen tonight, what deck would you build?
Out of what we've seen tonight?
Yeah. Or of what you know standard in general. I know you don't know a ton about standard.
I really don't. There are some really interesting decks running around, but of the couple of them that I've seen on, like... I follow MTG Goldfish on YouTube, but I don't actually watch a lot of their stuff. I did see a deck that caught my eye the other day. And I actually really kind of want to play the Power Stone Shard combo.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, just make 1 billion mana and kill somebody with a really big Walking Ballista.
Seems fine.
There was... Oh, the other one that I was thinking about building that I saw a couple of weeks ago was the Teshar combo deck.
Which is... Can you roughly explain it? I heard you talking about it earlier.
So, it's a Teshar loop where you're getting back... I believe you're looping it with Walking Ballista. I'd have to look it up again. Let me see if I can actually find it. Oh, we actually already have MTG Goldfish up. Surprisingly enough. Wow, I hate this trackpad. It's a lot faster than the one I'm used to. Let's see if I can find it. I do not want to look for card names. I want to look probably at that. Wow, I kind of hate this.
Just Google it. It should come up.
I don't know when it was from. That's not how that works.
So we're seeing the incorrect pile shuffle again. Not anything incorrect what Eric's doing, but like he's doing the 8 piles like you should, but you shouldn't pile shuffle more than once per round. It's considered non-randomized shuffling, and you are supposed to just like hand shuffle afterwards, and it might help with breaking apart those land piles that he has, which are there for sure.
I don't think this was the... Was this the one that I was looking at?
Did it create mana?
I think so. I'm trying to remember how this deck worked, because I only watched it once. It was... I think it looped kind of like the Ironworks combo can loop sometimes with when you're looping the Moxen.
You can't loop the Moxen in an Ironworks combo. You can.
Maybe it's an affinity. It's play it, tap it for mana, sack it to Legend Rule, or sack it to Ironworks combo, make 2 mana, play another one.
Okay, so it's not infinite. You're just value.
I think so. I think there is a way to...
Like, it does produce 3, but then it's gone.
Right.
So, like,
I think there was a way to loop it infinitely.
I mean, I'm sure there is.
It was just really convoluted.
Does
and
it involve
really
Scrappy
fun.
Scrounger by any chance?
I don't think so.
Okay, because that's not infinite, but it's very... it makes it last forever. That's how eggs makes the loop last forever. Because every egg they play, they get Mox Opal back.
Maybe this is the one.
Alright, so
yeah, I think this was the one.
Turn one, command a speaker, which is probably what John wants to see. It's a 1/1, which will be a 2/2 when it attacks. Eric didn't have his land, but that's fine. He missed his trigger, but it's fine. No one cares. This is your casual Wednesday. People bring whatever they want here. Most people are here for fun. They're not even trying to cash. I believe these guys split too. Like, I mean...
Yeah, I'm not certain.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. Like, we're here to have a good time. These players are here to have a good time. And
I've been having a good time.
Yeah, I enjoy commentating. Obviously, I'm not good at introing, but I enjoy it. And,
I mean, I'm trying.
This looks like a... No, it's a land-heavy hand again.
Yeah, we've got a Soul Scrummage this time, though, which is interesting.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even play it. I'd just go straight for Scrap Heap Scrounger.
Yeah. It appears as though he is considering his options here, but I do agree that I think the Scrap Heap Scrounger is going to be a little bit better. There it is.
I'm not sure why this deck is playing 8th Hub. I saw another black-red player playing it.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me either, because there's not... really anything they're doing with energy.
Yeah, I don't really get it.
I mean, it's not even the best color fixing in the format.
Right. Well,
It's kind
in
of
these colors it is, but
awkward.
It's very awkward. It doesn't do a lot. You should not have that many issues in black-red, assuming you're playing the 4/4, like the 4 and 4 of the color. Isn't that an 0/1? Isn't that creature an 0/1?
What?
Jade Bearer?
No, I don't believe so.
The creature that puts a 1/1 counter on another Merfolk?
I don't believe so. I think it's a 1/1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he traded with it, so I guess it's a 1/1.
Yeah, it's a 1/1.
Okay, I thought it was no one. Neat. It's better than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's actually pretty decent.
So yeah, that's why he should have played Scrapheap Scrounger. He did play his creatures before combat, which doesn't matter.
And his lands are tapped. Both ways.
Yeah, the one when he was tapping Soul Scar Mage spun out of control. So I don't know if he even realizes it.
He'll probably realize it in the untap.
Yeah, but I mean, when your opponent's tapped out, it doesn't matter when you play your spells.
Right, so we got Silvergill Adept, reveal Silvergill Adept.
Seems fine. Draw Silvergill Adept. I don't know if he actually did, but it would be funny. Yeah, both these players are playing this stuff before combat.
So
Silvergill Adept, draw.
Silvergill Adept.
Yep.
Reveal. Possibly another Silvergill Adept. We're not certain.
Drew a Silvergill. What did he reveal though?
I'm not certain since he revealed it off camera.
I think he just held up his hand like, "Hey,
It this.
I got this."
It this thing. So it's a 3/3.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like it's gonna take.
So that enchantment is very good against red decks.
It gives you a billion hexproof blockers.
Yeah, and the hexproof part isn't even like the relevant part for this deck.
The hexproof is fairly irrelevant though in general.
It's relevant in general, but in this matchup specifically, like
yeah, it doesn't do as much as it could.
the thing that's gonna happen is it's not gonna get shocked instead.
Like that shock right there.
Yeah, that's why I thought of it. But they're just bodies. That's the important part. That they're just chump blockers for days, and that's what you want to stop the red decks from doing is blocking, or from you just want to chump block them because they run out of gas very quickly.
So he's shocking the 3, or yeah, shocking the 3/3.
So it now has a minus counter on it.
Right. So that removes the +1/+1 counter.
And then it also has a -1/-1 counter on it. And we're frozen again. I'm sure they'll notice it.
Yeah, so we've got all
What
of the
is that?
tokens.
Is that face down? It's supposed to be Ragavan?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a Ragavan token over there. I don't know if those players know it, but there should be a Ragavan. I don't even know what to do here, honestly. I like his Silvergill token block for Karizev. Just kill Karizev straight up.
Yeah. I think he's... Is he throwing everything in front of Karizev, or is he also throwing things in front of the...
Ragavan's not worth blocking.
It really isn't.
He might be quadruple blocking Karizev. It really doesn't affect it at the end of the day, because Karizev only has 1 power.
Right.
I don't like it, but it's not that bad.
But it still takes 3 damage off the board.
Yeah. No, Karizev is okay. Kill a thing. You take 5. Your Karizev is dead. Commanded Speaker's still supposed to have a minus counter on it. It doesn't.
Yeah. Well, as long as players know that it only has 1 power and toughness right now. But...
It probably won't matter. He didn't even untap it, so he might have forgotten it's there.
5
what is
mana.
5 mana?
A bad Silvergill Adept.
It's fine. Does he really not have another Merfolk? I feel like he should have more cards.
Yeah, he only had 2 cards in hand.
Oh, okay.
There.
Huh.
I think he's had a lot of lands.
Yeah, I mean, he is sitting on 5 lands.
Yeah.
Brandon's
He
sitting
does
on-
have a fairly commanding board state at this point.
Yeah,
but
that enchantment helps so much.
it is constantly producing tokens and giving you attackers and blockers.
And block a Kamana Speaker. They should not trade. Don't try to make them trade.
No, it is just the Branch Walker going down. Or not the Branch Walker, the Command Speaker, you're right.
Yeah, take 5, 4. Yeah, 4. 4
Yeah,
damage,
it's 4.
roll 7. I don't know
Comes
who's
the
winning
land.
here. Skype attack, all the way attack.
Yeah, it looks like this is a fairly even match here with compared to what the board states are now. Johnny's getting some really good advantage, but
So John could block, and he could lose a creature.
it looks like he's just going to go ahead and take the 3.
He just took 2 for some reason. He should have taken 3, but I don't get that. He just took 2. It's got 3 power, right? I'm
Heck.
95%. I'm more than 95% sure that has 3 power. I'm 99.
It's a 3/2.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure that's a 3/2, and he just took 2 damage because he was at 11.
Yeah, he should be at 8.
I don't know. I know it's been a long night, but that's just not right.
So swing in.
Yeah, swing for 7.
Swing in for Xaxes.
It didn't matter, but that was weird.
Yeah.
Um,
Kind of a weird 4th round.
yeah, I guess we can have a word with both players after that, because...
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't have a whole lot of options for who all was still playing.
Yeah.
Which is why we had Merfolk versus Black-Red Aggro for another round in a row.
Is that 3 out of 4 rounds had Black-Red?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was just me at first.
No, what was round 1 again?
Round 1 was...
Green,
Esper.
White, and Esper Knights, that's right.
Yeah.
That was the one round we didn't have aggro. The Black-Red aggro.
And, that's... I mean, that'll conclude our 4 rounds of Standard.
Yeah, that'll be it for us tonight. We will be back tomorrow night at 6:30 for some sweet Modern action with me and Adam Olds commentating. So if you enjoy Modern, come and see us again tomorrow. And that'll be it for us for Standard for... I don't know about for this week. I don't know what we're doing on Friday, but definitely for tonight.
Hopefully not Standard. Hopefully Modern.
Oh, and our streamer brings up a very good point. Starting tomorrow night is going to be another one of our Thursday night Modern Leagues. This one's going to be 4 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's only going to be 4 weeks this time instead of the 8 weeks like it was.
Whoop, whoop.
If you are a patron of our GameSwap Mason, if you are a Patreon of $5 or more, then you are entered into the Modern League. Mm-hmm. So Justin here is going to be one of our participants. So I don't know who I'm going to be rooting for.
Me.
If you say so.
Me.
Because we all know Robert's going to support Matt, even though I'm pretty sure he's on vacation right now. So his dropped week will be this week if he's participating.
There is no dropped week.
Oh, is there no drop week this time?
Drop week.
So there is no drop week this time. Clearly, I don't know a whole lot about it. I actually was informed, Sunday of it when you told me?
Probably.
I don't hear things.
So, yeah, there are
It's not that I don't get told things, I just don't hear things.
There are 4 weeks, and there's no drop week. You gotta play. You can't drop rounds either. Or you can't split, can't drop.
Nope.
You gotta play it out. And I'm looking forward to it. It's the first league I actually get to do. I normally, with school, I couldn't participate in them, and now that I'm off for the summer,
I know it's summer, yeah.
I get to do whatever. So I will be here. Hopefully you'll see me on camera.
Yeah,
I'll be
I make
playing
no
some
promises.
Spice, and
Is it gonna be Boggles?
Maybe. It might be Naya Pile. Those are the decks I own.
So we will be back here at about 6:30 tomorrow night.
Yeah. If you like our YouTube, go ahead and check out our YouTube at Top Deck Productions.
We're missing most of the month of May, but we do have at least yesterday and stuff from before May 5th. Mm-hmm. So, well, we will see you tomorrow.